What's going on, everybody? It is Susan back with another video. If you like what I say and like what I do, subscribe, like, and comment underneath the channel, to the channel, whatever. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so you can be notified of any future videos that I do on your phone. So today's movie, I saw Greta. Now, I'm a little late in seeing this movie because I wasn't really sure about it, but it was on my radar. And honestly, I didn't have anything else that great to do today. So I figure, why not go and see this movie? And by the way, I'm going to spoil in this movie. So if you have not seen Greta, don't watch this video. Go and see it, then watch this review. Okay, spoiler alert. There, I've done my job. Okay, basic plot line of Greta is this young woman played by Chloe Grace Moretz. She's on the subway. She sees someone's purse that was left there. She's a good, kind-hearted person. She takes the purse and decides to bring it directly to the owner at the address. It turns out to be this old lady, I would say 70 years old. Her name is Greta. And she goes into Greta's home and they have coffee, tea, whatever, and kind of form this little bond. Chloe Grace Moretz, I don't remember her character's name. I'm so sorry. I'll just call her Chloe. Chloe finds out that Greta's daughter, they don't have a good relationship or something, and her husband passed away. So she's, kind of lonely. And then Chloe Grace Moretz's character, her mother recently passed away. So they kind of form this little bond, and they hang out a couple of times. She actually helps Greta pick out a dog. And then on one of their times that they're together, they're making dinner, and she asks where the candles are, and Greta says, oh, they're in the cabinet. She opens the wrong cabinet and sees multiple copies of the same bag that she found on the subway in this cabinet, and multiple driver's licenses of the name. Every purse had the same contents in it. Really freaky, really weird. So at that point, she decides to cut all ties with Greta. She makes an excuse. She gets out of there and she leaves. And she thinks, okay, I'm not going to mess with her anymore. She's psycho. She's crazy. Well, Greta doesn't want to let go. Okay, so she calls Chloe Grace Moretz a million times and texts her. She starts stalking her at her job. She poses as a customer. She goes crazy in the restaurant. She is like a stage 10 clinger. Really, really bad. So then later in the movie, and this is where the spoilers come in. Later in the movie, Greta just kidnaps Chloe Grace Moretz. She drugs her. She kidnaps her. There's this secret room in her home she tosses her into, and you can kind of guess what happens from there. Okay. I don't want to spoil too much, but whatever. Performances, I will say, are average. Basic performances, nothing super spectacular. I mean, it was definitely good casting. I will say that. I don't know the actress's name playing Greta, but good job picking her because she was a convincing psychopath. Excellent job. And Chloe Grace Moretz, decent performance. It was average. I would say, this movie for me, I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it, because the love it for me is Bohemian Rhapsody, but I didn't hate it. So it's in the middle. I'll say it's kind of maybe a little bit below the middle, only because this is my biggest complaint with this movie. Now, when Greta takes Chloe Grace Moretz and she, pushes her in the secret room in her house and she kidnaps her, but there were moments where she let her out and they were cooking together. She was forcing her to cook together and, play the piano. I'm thinking, why doesn't Chloe Grace Moretz's character fight to get out of there? I don't know if she has Stockholm syndrome or whatever it is, but she makes no effort for a while to get out of there. And finally she does something, to make an effort to escape. But you are young 20s. I would put her at 22 years old, 23, I don't know. You can't take a 70-year-old? Please. I mean, you're in a home. There's tons of things that you could use as makeshift weapons. Just do it and break a window. She was like, at the point where she did try to make an escape, she's running around the house in a panic, and she's like trying to get out the front door, but you need a key. The window is right there. Bust open the goddamn window, whatever you have to do. That was my biggest complaint with this movie. That was literally driving me insane. You cannot tell me that at 22 years old, you can't overtake a 70-year-old and get out of her house. I'm sorry. So that just was not believable to me at all. And then the other thing that bothered me was early in the movie, where Chloe Grace Moretz goes to Greta's home to bring that back, the purse initially, Greta goes to the piano and she starts playing it, and she's talking about her husband and her past and everything a little bit. I could not hear it or understand it because, number one, she's playing the piano and it's loud, and number two, she has an accent, like this fake French accent or something. So I could not understand what she was saying about the past. And I feel like that was like crucial information that we as the audience missed out on. Was it just me? Let me know. You guys let me know. Whoever saw this movie, did you think the same thing? And then there was like a little bit of information given about the daughter, and come to find out her daughter actually killed herself and she lied about her daughter. She said her daughter was over in Paris. Greta's just a liar all around. Just lying about everything. So yeah, like I said, I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. I mean, I have a free pass thing for the movie, so I didn't have to pay for this. So I guess I didn't mind. But if you don't have that, I would just wait for it at home. Netflix it. I mean, it's an okay movie. So I'm going to have to unfortunately do a thumbs down because it's just not, it's not up here. But it was an okay movie for a Monday afternoon, so I'll take it. All right, guys, that is all for me. And like I said, subscribe, like, and comment to the channel, and ring that notification bell for any future videos. Bye, guys!